Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the program. This is MAGA Millhouse. I have taken over the program, Late Night Baltimore. Oh, I'm just kidding, everybody. It's me. I'm just joking with y'all. It's me. All right, I'm talking about some stuff here. First of all, we have Fez will be calling in. He's somewhere, probably at some den of iniquity out there in Baltimore somewhere, but he's going to call us in. And he's going to give us our takes. We've been starving for some good football takes, and only Fez can give the takes that we want. First of all, let me say, I got this here jacket at a pop-up sales for a company called the Carpet Company that is entrepreneurs that run out of Middle East Baltimore neighborhood. They're famous. They're hip, man. They're hipsters. They're cool. They're cool hip people. And this is an extremely, incredibly quality product. This is their logo. Look them up. I think they're too cool to even have a site. But that's all right. Look them up. Carpet Company, Baltimore. Okay. They were a skateboarding thingy, and then they turned into making all kinds of merch, which is cool. I highly recommend it. That's just my opinion. Okay. Now, before we get to the game that is tomorrow night, the Panthers blew it against the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers make the playoffs at 8-9. But I want to talk about something else real fast. It's called the Immaculate Reception. Why? I don't know. I just thought of it. It was a famous and controversial play in December 23rd, 1972, between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Oakland Raiders. With just 22 seconds left in the game, Kurt Gowdy left the Steelers losing, with 22 seconds left, the Steelers were losing 7-6. I need new glasses. Rookie running back Franco Harris caught a deflected pass just before it hit the ground and scored the winning touchdown. Jack Tatum was this Raider safety, collided with a player named Franchi Fuqua. And the pass deflected, and right before it hit the ground, Franco Harris made the catch, and he ran all the way for a touchdown. The controversy stems from the fact that the rules at the time were that the ball could not touch two offensive players in a row, or it would be incomplete. That's a stupid rule, but that was the rule at the time. That's where they called it the Immaculate Reception. The Steelers won, and they began their 4-year run of a Super Bowl, or their dynasty of 4 Super Bowls in 6 years. The controversy was that Franchi Fuqua may have touched the ball. The ball may have hit the ground. Also, the referee at the time was Fred Swearingen. He made a call to the press box to consult with Art McNally, who was the NFL supervisor of officials. And that was controversial because back then they didn't have a review of calls. That's what John Madden's point was, that you couldn't review a call, and that the refs thought. John Madden went to his grave thinking that it was illegal because the refs called it incomplete, did not call it a touchdown on the field as it happened, but waited until they made the phone call to the upstairs, which was not a thing that was done at the time. It is widely considered the most controversial play in NFL history. And so the things about it was just Terry Bradshaw hurling it up in the air. Franco Harris ran towards the ball. He came up with the pass. It's like there's a Bruder films. No real good footage of whether the ball hit the ground. Madden famously stated, "It bothers me then, it bothers me now, and it'll bother me until the day I die." He thought it was a big lump of coal. He may have had a point. he can't review. But that's the way it went. The Steelers were given the call from Franco Harris, ran for a touchdown. The defender, Jack Tatum, was criticized because it looked like he was trying to hit the receiver, Frenchie Fuqua. And if your name is Frenchie Fuqua and Jack Tatum's coming to hit you, you know he's going to hit you hard. Sorry, Frenchie. But Franco Fuqua would never admit to what if the ball actually hit him. And that would be 2 offensive players in a row because he was the receiver for the Steelers. That would be 2 offensive players in a row touching the ball. He never admitted it, and he went to his grave and he played coy his whole life. At the time, Art Rooney said to Frenchie, Frenchie, I don't hire a lot of guys with the nickname Frenchie. No, he said, don't say anything. Keep it to yourself. When it first happened, Terry Bradshaw was completely confused. He didn't know what happened. But he feels that after further review of the photographic evidence, they're within their fourth sense that the Steelers, that the ball did not hit the ground and that Franco Harris made the catch and the Steelers won and beat the Raiders. The Raiders then quarterbacked by Kenny Snake Stabler. Now let's watch the play here a couple of times just so you youngins know what kind of history you're watching when you're watching football history. And then we will get a call from Fez. All right, let's see. Here we go. This is the play. Let's hope they don't try to. Okay, here's Terry Bradshaw going back. He's about to be sacked. Time's running out. This is a playoff game. He hurls it down the field. It bounces off right into Franco Harris. This is the video coverage as it was broadcast. Franco Harris scores the touchdown. Now let's see if we can. These people. The Steelers were a losing organization at the time. This was the beginning of it all for them. It certainly looks like it may have touched the receiver, but Franco Harris ran towards the ball, and you can't. So this is NFL films. This is what we saw for decades as the definitive way it was shown. It's hard. The NFL film footage does not show whether it hit the ground. That looks like it was bounced off the defender. And Franco Harris scores. And it's the Immaculate Reception. And that's it. And that's football history. And that's all. Okay. Now, we've talked about the carpet company. They called the carpet company. They don't do anything with carpets. They do merchandise. Hip, cool merchandise. Imagine hip, cool people. New York people. Hollywood people. All right, here's somebody on. Hey, Mr. Dunzy. Hey, how's it going? All right, now there's our comments. And we're getting some comment. Now we will speak to Fez. All right, let's get Fez here. Fez is calling. We have to get it. Wait, hold on now. Technical problems here. Hold on there. Fez is calling. Fez, call back in about 1 minute when I get this off. The unprofessionalism that is late night Baltimore is unheralded, just like unprecedented, just like the Immaculate Reception. All right. No, hold on now, buddy. Let's see. We here operate on a shoestring budget. Okay, now we're connected. Now, Fez, if you're out there, call us. If you can hear us. Fez is out with the common man. Call us back, Fez, if you can.
Connecting.
Hello, hello. All right, let's see. Hold on. Turning up the volume. It's connected. Oh, wait, why? Still trying to figure out why it's not. Keep talking, keep talking. All right. This is entertaining content as we wait for me to fix the.
It's the problem.
Oh, there you go. You're on now, Fez. Where are you? Where can you say? Can you tell? It's a family show. Can you say where you are? You don't have to.
Parts unknown. That's all I can tell you.
Okay, that's good enough. Give us okay, tomorrow the Ravens play late night, very late night. In fact, these Sunday night games seem like they don't start until Monday morning. What do you see as the important keys to the game against the Steelers?
Important keys is that Lamar's playing, that King Henry is ready. Colder the better for King Henry, and that the defense will have to be up for this and have to play a lot better, of course.
I keep thinking.
And DK Metcalf for the Steelers isn't playing, and I don't know if T.J. Watt is playing.
All right, let's see if we can get some info here. Let's see. Here's what we need to know about the game. What I can find here on my web search. First of all, let's set the table. If anybody doesn't know, you probably do know that if the Ravens win, they have won the AFC North and they are in the playoffs. If the Steelers win, they are the champions of the AFC North and they are in the playoffs. That sets the stage. It is basically a playoff game. It starts at 8:20 at Acrisure Stadium. It's going to be here on Baltimore Channel 11, NBC. And let's see. They met last time. The Steelers won 27-22 because of what I say was a bad call.
Everyone says it's a bad call. Even the NFL admitted it was a bad call for their stupid explanation.
So Lamar is definitely starting. He had his first full week of practice. It was his first since week 10, and he has declared himself ready to roll after missing the Packers game.
Okay, and they will win. I predict that the Ravens shall win the game 27-20.
All right, that sounds like a good score. The Derrick Henry is reeled off 3 straight 100-yard games, including last week's 216, 4-touchdown performance against the Packers.
And I know people don't know this, but Derrick Henry now has the most 200-plus yards running in a game in NFL history.
Yeah, he's one of the greats. He's one of the greats. There's no doubt about it.
Yes, he is the. And if anyone saw where he did that stiff arm, that was more like almost a tackle where he knocked the guy back 5 yards.
Yeah, he knocked
he knocked
the guy.
Strong he is.
He knocked the guy so far back, the guy's still going backwards.
Yeah, Derrick Henry is they learned their lesson in the game plan when, for some reason, when they not last game was a game or that where they took Henry out with 12:50 left in the game. That didn't make any sense.
Yeah, so what it does, it comes down to if they stick to the plan of running Derrick Henry all the time, as much as possible, giving it to him 30 times, who cares, right? Hey, you got a long time to rest if they lose.
He doesn't mind, and he gets better as the game goes on because he punishes the defense every time they try to tackle.
Yeah, he's like the Hulk.
Yeah, he starts wearing down the defense, and he gets stronger.
So, anything could happen. Turnovers, bad calls, which will probably happen against the Ravens. But the Ravens are a vastly superior team, especially because the Steelers probably will not have T.J. Watt or Metcalf, who definitely won't have Metcalf. And those are their two of their best players. So anything's possible, of course, in football, but I don't see these two teams being close, even though it's in Pittsburgh. That means something. Aaron Rodgers looks dead. There's nothing to fear from him.
Not having Metcalf in there is a big thing on the passing game.
They're also without their tight end Darnell Washington, and he was their second best receiver.
Yeah. So I don't think the Steelers being able to run against the Ravens. I can see how they could be passing, but when they're out their top two receivers, that's going to hurt really bad.
Also, there's some good. The Ravens have not had a pass rush this season, not much of one, but this guy Travis Jones is playing pretty well at defensive tackle. He's the best they've had in the front line this season. He's really peaking. They have to put some pass rush on Rodgers, or they might really blow the game.
Well, see, because of the way the receiving situation is, they're going to have to play some man-to-man and blitz a lot. Don't let Rodgers have time or get outside the pocket.
Now, another, according to the Ravens' own news site, a X factor would be Keaton Mitchell, running back, because of his speed, ability to pop one if Henry's taking a break.
Yeah, but
we hope he doesn't take a break.
But you keep running Henry. It's like don't use the thing of top running him, and then because it's working too well.
So it's going to be a very historic game. First of all, the Steelers are a franchise that a lot of times does a lot better than anyone expects, and they really rise to the occasion. That's the kind of things to be afraid of, their history. But they may be doing some big changes if they lose this game and don't make the playoffs, but the same can be said for the Ravens. So both franchises are kind of got a lot more at stake than just this season. The Ravens,
yes, that's correct.
Because Tomlin might go and Harbaugh might be in trouble if losses. Wins, the respective coaches will keep their jobs, it looks like, I think.
Because I think that the Ravens will not only win this game, but they'll also win at least one playoff game, because they will probably be facing the Chargers at home in the playoffs.
Yeah, the Steelers win. I mean, not to be mean to the Steelers, they just don't have any talent. They'll be one and done. They just injuries and suspensions and such, and Rodgers kind of cratering here at the end of the season. I don't really see them doing much if they make it.
Yeah, there's I believe that the Buccaneers have won their division 6 times in a row. Twice they've had losing records.
Yeah, Tampa Bay won today against the Carolina Panthers, so they're in. The total the over-under for the Ravens are favored by 3.5 to 4 points. The over-under is 40.5. Probably over, I would say.
I'd take the over and the Ravens and the points.
It matters as far as the points, what the weather's like. But it'll be a great game a game of great importance. I don't know if it'll be a great game.
The weather doesn't affect King Henry. In fact, seems the colder he thrives on it.
Yeah,
it just gets revved up.
Yeah, it's not so much. It's not too complex. If they don't turn the ball over and they don't go out of the running attack, then they win the game.
And the offensive line is playing a lot better in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, so
they're blowing off the ball, and Tyler Linderbaum is having a monster season. Probably the best center in the league, arguably.
Yeah, so I feel positive about the game, but the factors that you don't know about is the game starting so late at night and it's in Pittsburgh, and you don't know the weather. But
yeah,
we shall see. We shall see. We'll be back to cover what happens. All right, thank you, Faz.
Okay,
we'll talk to you next time.
Also, game implications tonight. Whoever wins the 49ers Seahawks game is the number 1 seed in the NFC. The loser is the number 5 seed. And tomorrow, the other game, if Denver beats the Chargers, then Denver's the number 1 seed. They lose, and the Patriots beat the Dolphins, and the Patriots will be the number 1 seed. Denver and New England win, then Denver will be the number 1 seed.
All right. So we'll be back to do the guests to talk about what happened. And let's hope it's a Ravens victory. We need a Ravens victory here in Baltimore. Okay, everybody.
Yeah, everyone get ready, fired up for the Ravens.
Enjoy it because
forevermore.
It'll be an incredible turnaround of the season, even though they're not going to have the greatest record, but it'll still be a miracle if they make the playoffs.
One thing is they'll have a winning record.
Yeah.
So, and they'll get to play a game at home, the first game.
That's right. All right, everybody. We'll say good night. Thank you, Faz. F MAGA. And everybody have a good night. Stay safe. Enjoy football. This is the last week of regular season. The playoffs to begin, and let's hope the Ravens are included. Okay. Good night, everybody.
Big Rooster.